So 2025 for me was a very, very interesting year. I think this was the year that allowed me to become the learner, the sponge I needed to be for the craft that I love so much. But also I think there was other things that happened in the midst of that I wasn't even aware of. I shot a whole short film with my brother. We won some awards, and I still haven't really celebrated that because I don't really know how. I became this whole different type of photographer that I never thought I would be. Or maybe I never, yeah, because I now don't know if I actually put thought into what type of photographer I wanted to be. Like, I knew I wanted to shoot, and I know for a long time I wanted to be this great portrait artist that eventually shot fashion editorials and stuff like that, but that passion had dwindled. And I think in the beginning of the year of 2025, I was trying to get back into shooting portraits. So I started this series called Why Don't You Have a Camera? And that series helped me fall back in love with the craft of photography, the science behind it, the timing, the everything, right? And I kind of almost lost myself in the pursuit of trying to understand this medium that has been in my life for so long. It was the only thing that made sense to me. You know, I struggled with work, and I was coming off a year where I was trying to be an entrepreneur. And I still am an entrepreneur. I still have my own business and stuff like that. But I was trying to create content for others when I wasn't even passionate about that. I was more trying to trace survival, chase a check, and that wasn't fulfilling me. And I think that was some of the reason why I couldn't give my all to photography in the last couple of years. But this year in particular, I think I became so obsessed with just my workflow, building community with other photographers, learning from other photographers, talking about workflows. And at a certain point, I think I just got into flow state. Like, I got into a place where I don't feel like I was missing when I was shooting. Every shooting experience was a learning experience. So I was never like, oh damn, this is the only thing I could take. It was like, no, I wanted to take more shots and hang out with more people and shoot more and experience more. I mean, I broke through this fear barrier that I had around going places and traveling and seeing things. You know, if you can't appreciate your backyard and the things that's around you, then it's going to be hard for you to appreciate the world that you start to explore. And I think I spent so much time in Richmond, in Berkeley, in Oakland, that I didn't even bother to explore the rest of the coast. And I did that this year. And honestly, that opened up so many opportunities for me, because I think I stopped creating from a place of wanting to sell something, right? Like, I was trying to get booked for so long and wanted to be that. And then once I let that go and just kind of fell into the path of just creating when I didn't want to creating something new, trying to recreate things I've seen other people create, it almost liberated me in this way where I was just flowing through it. I also learned how to set goals for myself. Like, I fell in love with process when I did my Why Don't You Have a Camera series. I remember feeling a certain level of grief when it was coming to an end, because I knew that chapter was closed, but all the things I learned in the midst of that kind of got me to where I'm at now. You know, it's so much stuff that has transpired that I can't really talk about just yet, but it's like, I'm happy that I got to become a learner again. I'm happy that I got to love this thing that, you know, honestly, I think I fell out of love with. You know, I mean, I fell out of love with the craft of photography because I don't think I was loving it and nurturing it from the right space. And I am now. And I think that came from the constant conversations I had through the Why Don't You Have a Camera series. I think it came from the community that I've built over time. I think it came from the people that I learned from, the people that made me feel brave within my own creativity, but also this deep sense of greatness that was instilled in me. You know, I think the world has a way of trying to humble people of color, and we could be great, but we can't be greater than what the world's willing to accept. We have to like constantly police ourselves and police our experience. And I think I broke through that mold of not needing that type of policing on myself. Like, I can be the greatest version of me, and that doesn't take away from anybody else's individual greatness. And once I started to lean into that, I think I just started to feel freer. And I think that goes back into the flow state thing, where sometimes even when I'm shooting and I can't find the shot, I just do different things to get any type of shot. And I think the beauty around me shooting film is what you get developed might not necessarily be what you thought was going to be something special. Like, sometimes the least special thing you took a picture of, it becomes the most special thing you take a picture of. I'm excited to see where 2026 takes me. I got some plans, and I do have some goals. And now that I know how to manage those goals and know how to orient myself to execution, I think it's going to be a really, really good year. So, yeah. All right.